James Lundes. I'm here in 2020 with my first video review. Very excited about this. This is a lovely Etna Bianco wine, and I want to share this wine with you because it's absolutely glorious, wonderful for this beginning of the year to look at clarity and beauty and elegance in wine, and one of my favorite regions that I've actually put foot on ground. This is from the producer Tenuta di Fessina. Stay tuned and I'll tell you more about this wine. So here we are. I think this wine is absolutely stunningly gorgeous, beautiful, and one where I think that many wines don't come off as elegantly as this one does. You will have other producers in Etna that are producing sparkling wine from Caricante, but I think there's a specialness to this variety, and it's actually one of my absolute favorites, regardless if it's from Sicily or other places. Now, the elegance on this wine is just its dryness, and yet its capability of capturing acid and a little bit of salinity notes. Beautiful capture of fruit in this wine. I think it's really elegant, beautiful, fresh, delicious, elegant, and lively. And what we have before us is Etna Bianco. This is called Alpudara. The bottling is named this. And this particular wine is a 2017 vintage, 12.5% ABV. Elegant, beautiful, simple label. And back label for you to look at here. Alpudara is a reference to Ovid. And the reference is thinking about the Pleiades, the constellations, as it appears in terms of, say, Etna, and looking at that in the surrounding vineyards. And it's just a really great homage from Ovid to today. This is in Castiglione di Sicilia. That's a little, small village on the north side of Etna. And, it's a fantastically lyrical experience. Now, there's the Etna Rosso, Etna Rosato, and of course, Etna Bianco. And I think the capture of this, it makes a fine, beautiful sparkling wine as well as a still wine. It's one that, while it's cousins on the island of Sicilia, there are other white wine varieties, of course, but I think this has a different capture altogether. It's at volcanic soil, it's higher elevation, has a different weather pattern than the rest of Sicilia. For me, this is really elegance and beauty in a bottle, and fineness and reverence, and I can't say enough positive attributes to this wine, but it really comes across that way. Now, 12.5% ABV is really a welcomed experience, of course. There's so many wines that are way above that that are being produced today. I won't pick on a particular area in the world because it's quite common, but it's really nice to have that capture and ease off the gas pedal, so to speak, in terms of tasting the fruit versus just alcohol and then the fruit itself. So now this wine is a $65.99 suggested retail price point. And when I read that, I thought, oh my gosh, that's amazing in terms of the price point. But when you look at Etna as really one of the darlings of the world, as it should be. It's a place where I think great wines are being produced today. There's only so much that can be produced. There's only so much of a footprint that can produce Etna wines. So when I look at the price points and the fineness of this wine, I didn't have to look at the price point right away, but upon tasting it, I understood that this wine is really that next level of elegance and beauty. Now, this is a 95 wine out of 100 points. Way to go in the beginning of the year. So on this, I'm getting a nose of heirloom apple, a bit of boss pear, Meyer lemon rind, beeswax, and crushed almonds. Gorgeous. Next, the palate characterization. First of all, the acidity is absolutely outstandingly gorgeous. On this is elegance of lemon rind. Again, that heirloom apple is coming through. Green citrus pulp. Additional to that would be oyster shell for that salinity note, as well as that continuation of almond, almost like a almond dust or almond flour, basically. Almond flour doesn't sound as exciting as almond dust, I think. But I think the capture of this wine is absolutely elegant and beautiful. Putting foot on ground in Sicilia, into Etna last year. A wonderful gift to us all to taste wines from this lively, active part of the world that's giving us crystallized, beautiful captures of Etna and the soil content, elevation, and history of these varieties. Now this wine is Tenuta di Fessina. This is Alpudara, Etna Bianco, 2017 vintage. 95 points out of 100 points. More reviews to come in this glorious decade, glorious year, 2020. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Many more wines to come from Etna and beyond that as well. More information on the producer down below. Questions and comments can be listed there, and the like button's there. So please hit that button. Right up here is the subscribe button. So please hit that button to see the latest videos that I'm producing. I'm wishing you an amazing start of this decade and year ahead. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Salute.